impressed by One Kit Wonder Metal. It was easy to just drop in, it sounded great, everything was nicely balanced overall. What's good, everyone? Hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Benson, I make music, and last week I put out a video demoing the newly released One Kit Wonder Metal expansion from Get Good Drums. I use it as an opportunity not only to check out something new that might actually fit my needs, but to compare it to other offerings not only from Get Good Drums, but from another popular company for drum samplers, Toontrack. And at the end of the day, I have to admit, I'm extremely impressed by One Kit Wonder Metal. I've been using it for the past week and a half since I bought it, and it has fit my needs almost perfectly. But I created the comparison video so that you could get an idea of what might work for you. As it turns out, a lot of you viewers enjoyed it as well, so thank you all so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. If you haven't checked out for yourself, I will include a link in the description down below, so that way you can see what it's all about. It did lead to some great comments as well, including a request to make another comparison video, this time with Superior Drummer, the essentially step-up version to Easy Drummer. There's more flexibility, there's more kits that are included in each expansion, and it turns out the price tag also reflects that. Of course, being someone who has no problem spending money on making content that probably isn't going to pay for itself, I decided I was going to pick it up anyway, and we're going to give it a shot. So today, we are doing a shootout, once again, of the One Kit Wonder Metal expansion from GGD. And we are comparing it to three very metal-oriented expansions for Superior Drummer. SDX Metal Machinery, SDX Metal Foundry, and the SDX Death and Darkness expansion, focusing specifically on the death side because it sounds a lot more brutal. Enough of my blabbering on, though. Let's go ahead and get to the demos. So in a change of pace from last time, I have open here a session of Logic Pro, mainly because I like it better than Reaper, but it also helps out some of the Mac users among us here. And like last time, I will be using two separate clips to demo all of these drum samplers. The first one here is very simple, very short. The MIDI itself is derived from the Enup Sastry MIDI pack from Get Good Drums. And it's really, really straightforward. Very kick-driven, just a lot of really punchy snare hits. Everything is just completely bare bones here. All of the kits that are being used are presets within their respective drum sampler. There's no post-processing, there's no changing any of the kits, there's no EQ or volume tricks. It is pretty much straight out the box, with the exception being the actual volume levels in Logic Pro, because I want them to be as even as possible. So this time around, we are going to be playing just the kits themselves, so that way you will hear what they sound like just in a vacuum on their own. Then after that, I will include the guitar and the bass atop of that, and we hear what likes in a little bit of a rough mix. Each one is using, as I mentioned, a different preset. One Kit Wonder this time is using the Mix Ready preset, as opposed to the default preset we used in the previous video. Metal Machinery is using the All-Round kit. Metal Foundry is using the Defeat kit from the Toontrack presets. And Death and Darkness is using the Black preset. I think they all sound pretty heckin' good, but I will let you determine that for yourself. Let's go ahead and hear what the drums sound like just on their own. Now that you've heard that, I'll go ahead and turn the guitars and the bass on. Guitars are part pan left and right, double tracked, and all of the sounds are coming from Neural DSP's Nameless suite. And the bass is Solemn Tones Loki 2, running into one of the default bass amps in Logic because they're actually really, really good. But we're going to go ahead and play this now. You'll get to see what it's like in a bit rough of mix. And then we will move on to the second sample. So here you go. Now on to the second sample, which is taken from an original track that I'm actually working on for a video that I hope to get up next week. Just like last time, there is post-processing on these drums. Specifically, we have a default EQ curve that's included within Logic's channel EQ. Nothing too fancy. We've got a bit of a low mid cut, bringing up some of the punch in the kick and a little sparkle on the high end. And then we are using a default compressor preset as well, the Octo Drum Kit, which I find for a lot of these drum samplers tends to work pretty well as a good starting point. So I'm going to play a short section of this little section right here with just the drums and the post-processing, so that way you can hear what they sound like just on their own in a vacuum. And then I'm going to play all of this here in a row. I'm going to play everything that you can see here, basically straight through, both as the teaser already mentioned, and to hear different kind of use cases for each of the drums. Enough of my babbling on, though. Let's go ahead and hear what just the drums sound like on their own. Now that you've heard that, let's hear what all four drum kits sound like in the mix in similar and different contexts. And there you have it. One Kit Wonder Metal once again being pitted against the more expensive competition, and in my opinion, once again holding more than its own. I've been very impressed with One Kit Wonder Metal since I picked it up last week, and for the price, it's honestly really hard to beat. It sounds great, it's very easy to mix in modern metal kind of context, and it just sounds great. Like, I can sit there and I can listen to samples of it all day. Honestly though, I didn't think any of the kits in the Shootout sounded bad, and there's application for every single one of them. But I want to know what you thought. Let me know in the comments section down below which kit sounded the best to you. Let's get some conversation going. I always love hearing from you guys. On top of that, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you'll consider leaving a thumbs up on it, letting everyone know that you liked it. And I encourage you to check out some more of the content here on the channel. I have a bunch of covers and arrangements that are up. I'm hoping to do some more shootouts in the future, and as I already mentioned, I do have some original content that'll be coming out here in the future, some original music. So I hope you're looking forward to that. That's all I got for now, though. My name is Benson, I make music, and I'll catch you guys later.